tank damage you've ever seen on, like, up until now. They can delete a full death cap warrior in seconds. You should only touch those if you absolutely 100% see that they are on a tank. And you can never rip off of those, because they will one-shot you. They also stun around them, so killing them takes, like, a while. Rest of the mechanic. The other big tentacle is an eye tentacle, a giant one. This one does the same chain lightning from phase 1, but it is the only thing that does that chain lightning in phase 2. In phase 2, you can stack. The way you avoid the chain lightning in phase 2 is by interrupts on the big eye. The big eye can fully be stunned, death coiled, like mocking, whatever, like the concussion blow and stuff like that. It
kicks as well.
Kicks as well, interrupts, pummels, everything works. It is super important that this is perfect. If it gets a single cast off, it's most likely a wipe, because it's just gonna one-shot half the raid. Okay, and the main mechanic there is he still keeps spawning... Okay, before I explain the main mechanic, he still keeps spawning the small eyes, and they need to be taken care of as well, on top of the big tentacles. Now, additionally, he also starts randomly swallowing people into his stomach. If you're in the stomach, you will take a stacking nature damage over time debuff that will slowly build up damage. There's 2 tentacles inside the stomach. The tentacles inside the stomach take damage reduction up on the main body. When the tentacles are dead, he enters a vulnerability phase for 45 seconds in which he can be damaged. His main health is surprisingly low, so we're trying to kill him within 2 vulnerability phases. But this means that if we want to pump as much damage as possible into these vulnerability phases, that we need to coordinate pushing it correctly. So people need to be vocal on the percentage of the life of the tentacles in the stomach. The strategy here works like this. If you're a melee, and the tentacles have high life, you just leave instantly. You go, there's a platform at the end of the stomach that you can step on, and it'll catapult you out of the room. However, you should only leave the stomach if it's not about to spawn a big tentacle. Reason being that the big tentacle can spawn on any random raid member in the raid. We all want to be north, so that the tanks can quickly get to the big tentacles. If you exit the stomach at the wrong time, you risk spawning one at the opposite end of the room where no one can get to it in a time, and then it starts beaming the raid and everyone dies. Okay, so back to the stomach. If you are a healer, and there is already a healer inside, you stay in, the other healer that was already in leaves. There should be, it's absolutely acceptable to just idle in the stomach as a healer and just heal yourself a bit. Until, like, you can get a replacement. Reason being that if you do get a caster inside, casters are the main thing that can kill the tentacles inside. Reason being the tentacles fight back, so if you go in melee range, they'll fuck you up. Melee need to be smart here. Melee need to, like, weigh in your options. If they're high health, they're just leaving and helping up above. However, when they're about to die and we need to push it and you're there, then just go for it. Like, you can fuck them up as well. But yeah, like, casters are the main people gonna kill the tentacles inside. The idea is this: you focus one down and get the other one as low as possible. And once it's in position to be pushed, like within 1 or 2 globals, you inform us. We need to make sure that there's no big tentacle up above. We'll give you a push now, and that's when you finish it and exit the stomach and just nuke up above. We pump every DPS cooldown into these vulnerability phases that we have. This includes recklessness and the first vulnerability, by the way. You may not be alive for the second one. That's why we want to pop everything in the first vuln, okay? Yeah, and like I said, stomach strategy is casters, you nuke the tentacles, you give us a call, you don't push it out of order. Like, you need to be careful with that. You need to inform us, you need to be vocal. Only 1 healer in the stomach allowed at any time. New healer replaces old healer, and melee leave unless you can help with the push. Like, if it's really low and it's about to be pushed, that, like, you know, then stay in, just help with the push. Okay, I think I covered most of these things. At this point, we need to see the fight to get experience. So, let's log back in. And at this point, we should everyone flask up, like, for as much as we have. I'll double check that the groups are fine. Group 1 is fine. Group 4 is fine. Group 5 is fine. Group 8 is fine. 7 is fine. 6 is fine. Let me swap some people here.
You will die.
Still missing a lot of buffs.
What is this bullshit?
There's, apart from tentacles, there's pretty much no real threat mechanic.
I'll be in a sec.
What do tanks tank then?
Tanks, tentacles.
Yeah, the big chunky tentacles.
The
right?
big chungus,
Damage.
yes.
Chungus. That chungus.
Okay, group setup looks fine. Please complain about it now if there's something wrong. Look at Cthulhu group assignments. Find your marks. Look at the groups now. Look at star, circle, square, etc. They are correctly marked. The marks are the only melee on Cthulhu, no one else. Now, the run-in, we need to explain that. The run-in, I'll very quickly explain this. The way it's gonna work is group 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna run in as a Zerg at the start if you have a mount. If you don't have a mount, you form a conga line at the back of the room, all the way down, and run in one by one. You never break and get into range of each other while you do this. If there's a small tentacle that spawns, you either ignore it or you just kill it real fast. They die really fast. Also, here's some tips. For small eyes, they can be stunned. They can be grenaded. We'd ask people to bring grenades. They can be intercepted too as well. Melee in phase 2, if you're up above, melee in phase 2, your main job is to kill the small eyes. Only focus on everything else after the small eyes are dead. They're gonna spawn on a timer. You should get ready at the midway point of the room, so you're not too far south, but also not too far north. When they spawn, you rush for the south. You kill all the south ones. Casters take care of the north ones. So the way Kyria's gonna pull this is, I'll borrow a circle marker fast. Look at circle. You cannot get next to circle on the pull, because that's where Kyria's gonna soak the beams at the start. Okay, so when you run in, you need to hug the other wall to avoid circle. Kyria will not be marked.
Just to be sure, you said group 1 through 3 is running in as Zerg?
Group 1, 2, 3, if you have a mount, is running in a Zerg straight to their position. Because you can spread out in the rest of the room so that you don't chain anyone on the way to your position. Everyone else will be going everyone else will be conga lining. So let's set that up now. Like I said, don't pop any consumables. Let's just get this pulled
We
down.
still need buffs.
Yeah, we're mostly done. The way the run-in works for the group that Zerg's in is you stack at the entrance where I am right now. I'll borrow circle again. So everyone in group 1, 2, 3 with a mount, stack on circle. Cox, you're not in 1, 2, 3. Boysmanim, you're not in 1, 2, 3.
What mark is correct?
Cross, you're not in 1, 2, 3.
God damn.
Group 1, 2, and 3 with mount at the entrance. No one else. No one else. No one else. Cox, Boysman, Dokkan, you're too close. Just go down the tunnel.
Zero, you are really close to pulling.
Yeah, just be careful, Zoro.
I'm not close enough.
The marks are for you to use as a stack point. They do not need to be in your group. The number is the group that you use. Like, look at square and 6 on the chart. You are in group number 6. You follow square. Square is not in your group. This is intentional. Okay?
Seppi, did you assign tank positions for phase 2?
So, tank position for phase 2. I'll be center, Dokkan left, facing the eye. So, I'll be center, Dokkan left, DKB Mafai right. We're basically at the base of the stair. Like, that's on the far side of the room. Okay,
What about phase 1?
let's set up the conga line. Let's set up the conga line. Group 1, 2, 3 stacked at the door with mounts. Everyone else in order. So group 4 is next. Split. Let's go. Like split. No one can be stacked. No one can be stacked. We need to be completely clear. This will go far, like below the room, like quite a bit. Just give us a space. You need to be green on the atom. I'll post the command again. This is the command you need to enter to make sure you are green. RTX you're stacked, World Champ you're stacked, Severus you're stacked. Please, we want to get pull scoring. We cannot pull until this is sorted. You're gonna watch him. You're gonna die there. That's where Kura is gonna run when he's pulling. 5 through 8, you may as well not use mount. Correct. Because you need to be decluttered. So hold on. That works. That works. Okay, people are starting to figure it out. There's 2 people stacked here. That shouldn't happen. 3. It's not even worse. The Ben you're chasing, Dokkan. SQ and K you're chaining. Get scared. SQ and K Kachurga you're chaining. You need to declutter this. You can instantly wipe the whole room if the beam goes to all walls and is instance wide. So move further down the room if you have to. Ben, I can guarantee you're not green.
I am.
Also, the add-on isn't perfect. Like, there's slight errors to it, so even if you are whatever it says, you might not be.
Okay, it's starting to look better. Okay, I think Drasher, you're chaining 2 other people there. Dasher, you're chaining 2 other people there. Like, I don't care who moves. You need to work together to make this happen. Because I don't want to cause an instant wipe because people do not understand this mechanic. I don't, like, it's really, like, this is not about you or me. This is the number one rule on this fight is to not stack in phase 1. We can forget about doing this boss if people don't learn this. Okay, this is looking pretty decent now. Like I said, you need to move with this distance into the room as well. So you need to basically just like step your way through this room slowly. You can't bunch on the way in either.
Can we take off foot buff now? And
Does Drash wanna go to his group or does he wanna stand in the end like this?
What?
Like, should we all pull back 1 step so he can go to group number 5?
Okay, I think we're ready here. So we'll do a pull countdown, and then we'll run in, and last chance to get like all your busy work sorted. And we're gonna just chain attempts here. Don't pop consumables until we tell you.
You're not in a hurry to get into the room, just chill.
Yeah, you have time. As long, like, there's gonna be a beam at some point which, like, covers the room. You can't run into the big beam. You need to wait a bit and then. But as long as you don't stack on it, as long as you get rid of the small shit, everything's fine. Okay,
Live.
I'll do a 20-second countdown. You wait.
Keep moving the marks around.
Wait until combat starts because Kura pulled it. You don't go by this timer. You go until you go when Kura has pulled this. If not, it's gonna go to Rem member and one-shot everything. Yeah. And group 1, 2, 3, you wanna spread out as soon as you're in the room. Wait, combat starts. Combat has started, let's go. Spread out already.
Start moving.
Okay, random beams, now you can't be stacked. Kachurga?
It was really done by Malik.
We can kill this tentacle.
Alright, just don't be stacked. Like I said, you have a million years to do this.
Guys, get in. What are you doing?
Why are we not moving down here?
I'm not sure.
Wait,
takes a
just
while.
let him go.
Come on,
let him
let's
go.
go. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, trucks told the entire line.
Okay. Dark Lair, move. You need to move out of the way.
If you're not
Okay.
into the room, don't
DKB
worry.
Mafai, Dindu, Ezio, Despacito, what
I
happened?
disconnected.
Kick the eyes.
Do not.
Pray
You
on
can
you.
stack while the beam is moving through the room, by the way. So we're swapping sides here. Let's keep going. I mean, it's a wipe, but we can keep going to train. Kill the small tentacles on the way. We swap sides, 180 degrees.
How do... What?
Look at better as he's dying. The first warp in.
Ah, look at world champ.
Reboot your bugs.
Oh, there's no melee?
Well, all the melees are red, I think.
Behind you, Seth.
Ripkida.
I mean,
No, it's just that the caster stood at the entrance rather than.
Behind you,
Why
Seth.
did no one bring in? No one went
Every
in.
single person has an exact position in this room. Like, a very, very close exact position. Okay, at this point it's a complete wipe. Let's stack up at the entrance. Let's try
Ooh,
and
can I
recover
hide
this.
our pop jump?
No.
No, I'm hamstring. Hamstring.
I'm just gonna die.
Please somebody kill me.
Okay, if you died, let's say... Okay, whisper me if you died before we even got into the room and whisper me how you died.
Oh, I'm on the move.
Safi, I can tell you this much. I was back by the cave, you know, all the way in the back. And the people in the
Literally
tunnel
weren't
didn't
moving.
move in. Yeah, no one moved in, so the people in the back didn't move either.
So all the
Because,
melees with
yeah,
marks
Trunks
couldn't
was-
move in because nobody was moving.
Trucks is literally AFK.
Literally
Yeah.
minus ticket.
Because we were all just waiting for trucks and just didn't move, so.
It takes a while until the line moves, but yeah, if you AFK, that's
No,
really
no,
bad.
no,
It's
wait,
the
look, I started running past people because no one's moving.
Like, it
You
wasn't a normal.
cannot run past people. I'm getting whispers from people running into them and then they die because they
I
get
mean,
beamed.
you can run past people if you know what you're doing.
No, you can't.
Pretty sure you can.
No, you can't.
I mean, I can. You can run
If-
past people. You
If
can run
he's
past
AFK,
people.
if he's AFK, yeah, you can run past him. But
No,
other than that,
like
no, you
literally,
can't.
if you, yeah, but the problem was there was like no one was moving. It was like standing still, so you just
It
moved past
takes
them.
30 seconds to get going at the very end,
But that doesn't
even
matter.
when everyone's there.
Okay, are we doing conga line just from one side or both sides?
That's the next thing I'm gonna explain. It was too late for this poll. I just we're gonna split up the conga line so that you can run in from both sides.
That's the better idea.
Yeah,
It's gonna
so
take less
what
time.
we're gonna do here, 1, 2, 3 and run it instantly. There was 0 problems there, as I said. That means we'll have group 5 and 7 and on the left run when you run in, and groups 4, 6 and 8 on the right, which significantly cuts down on the waiting time. But
Should
yeah,
the melees, the marked melees, go in
No.
earlier as well?
no need to. Like I said,
Anything you should
take,
be with your group.
you can take 2 minutes to run it. It really doesn't matter. There's almost no damage if people aren't chaining. People need to understand that the main mechanic here is the stacking that we need to take care of. It doesn't matter if you take 45 seconds to get into the room, as long as you didn't chain anything.
Can someone
Okay.
call out if the first dark layer is actually facing the entrance for all the people coming in late on the conga line?
People should be in by then.
We should.
You
but-
should try to pop in by then, but if you don't, then it's you need to just look. I mean, people are busy inside the room
Right.
killing things and moving. Like, 4 people died straight up not moving when the dark layer happened. You need to be ready for that. No one's gonna call out. You need to move. Like, no one's gonna call out your name. There's no time. You need to have the camera, your head on a swivel to look at Cthulhu at all times. Like, even when you're healing something and you're like deep in the heal meters, in the heal interface, you need to still rotate your camera so you can look at Cthulhu. Like, the number one and 2 info that you need to have here is, am I stacking with someone? Yes, no. Am I like about to get beamed? Kura says he needs to be pre-shielded. Can one of the priests take care of that when we're about to pull?
we need to kill the gauntlet, I think.
Yeah, we need to kill the tunnel, by the way, on the way in.
I'd normally do that, but I'm further down the tunnel. actually get summons in.
Your courage will fail.
Like, this is a pretty complicated boss, but it will take care of it. Like, it'll work eventually. This is the reason we don't have pop any consumers at the moment is because we expect to wipe. This takes training.
Do you have enough healers, DPS there?
Yeah, I think so. Should we go cheap?
Groot comp is perfect. We are just... We
No,
just
no,
need...
he's talking about the tunnel.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you're at Katoon, you should log out to save any flask or Zanza.
Oh, it goes without saying, he's instant white combat, so...
Oh yeah,
like,
we could just kill these, can't we?
Yep.
They don't respawn after Vanquish is dead.
Wait, why are so many, like, not here?
Maybe they
Because
don't
people
respawn
could be get res. That's why I asked if you have enough on the tunnel.
I think
Like,
we have enough. Though.
The tunnel is completely deserted, there's almost no mobs.
They
You
are
will
here
have
for
more
some
people
reason.
soon.
Huh?
Yeah, you
What?
should wait until people get there.
Yeah, they don't respawn anymore, so we can just, like, slow fire
Paper?
away
What
for
the
this.
fuck are you doing, bro?
Might be time for the first repair bot as well, by the way.
I got
Is
38.
Is there anyone below 20%?
I think some people said they were red.
I'm 20%.
Okay, so we
No.
have one wipe with us, and then we need to repair. Okay, so we got one more run and then we pop. Repair what?
So I need it now.
Am I going the wrong way? We have a healer being red. It's pretty important that we probably pop it now. We have more repair bots, so I don't think it's an issue.
Yeah, we have tons of repair bots.
Can somebody get a hold of Trucks? Because I think he's passed out. Unironically.
So what you want to do in this fight
I mean,
with
if you
wiping
rescue him,
is
then he has
try to
lazy
run
pig,
out.
he will auto-set and fuck everything again, so...
No, he doesn't have lazy pig enabled.
Why do people do this?
So if you manage to run out the gates back
One
to the
fucking
starting
day.
point, we can res you and you can save a lot of time.
In like several months, and people are like, oh, let me just like make other plans and whatever.
Do we have DPS on the bench?
Yes.
We have Marnols and we have some warriors. If we can get the whole.
Oh wait,
Marnol.
you put people instead of me? I mean, you put me instead of people or what?
No.
No. Marnol's quit playing, he was just trying to help and be nice.
Ah, okay, okay.
If Trucks isn't back by the time we're back at Katoon, then just replace him.
Do we have a bench on, like, caster bench?
Oh, isn't he inside?
He is, but
no.
I think he's passed out.
Yeah, but he's I think he
Yeah,
released.
but won't that take up a spot?
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
It's okay for now, like we can do the run-in with 39.
If he's
It's just to
AFK,
get
he'll log
used to
out
the run-in.
eventually.
Once we get that, we can get in actual attempts.
Yeah, we need 40.
God damn it.
I fucking leave.
But yeah, we can. We should split up the Congo from both sides. Cause well, also
We don't
Yeah,
need
well-
40 to practice running.
Like I said, group 5 and 7 running from the left, group 4, 6, 8 from the right, and
sounds good.
so you're forced to stay. What's your question?
Yeah, I don't
Does
get
the chain lightning tentacle just pick one of the 40 people anywhere in the
it. No,
inventory?
you can't get it in the stomach.
You can't
the
get it in
stomach,
the
you're
stomach.
safe.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But if it's about to spawn, which is
Okay.
on a timer, so it's predictable, and you're about to exit the stomach, that's a big mistake. You need
Yeah.
to wait. So you need to wait until it spawns, and then like normally it doesn't really matter, but it can cause massive issues.
We've had
Yeah.
some, because you get knocked back, like when you exit the stomach, you get knocked back in a random direction, and if that direction is the wrong direction, like it near the gate, and the eye spawns there, big yikes.
Okay,
You'll
I think
see
Marnus
big-
needs to come online.
You'll see big Wix timers
Well,
now. So.
tell him to come to a queue at least.
Let me try to see if I can find him.
Pretty much everyone on the bench should
Are you
come to
guys at the tune room
Do
yet?
we have
No.
another cast on the bench maybe? Because Trax is a caster technically.
No, we don't, because morning delay.
Yeah, morning delay just, and so we took our other bench, that bench.
Is morning delay not fixed by now, maybe?
This is release day. How is so many people missing? What the fuck?
Because they didn't have any notice, I think.
Just cancel the other shit.
Do you want me to ask any Arizona Baker's guy?
No, no.
Just to
Fuck
fill the rate.
Super Bowl.
How
Great
about,
Team Uggsy, hello?
Nefarious guy?
Hello?
No, no, no. Let's get Devilsaur in here.
Trucks
I'm
has been
trying
offline.
to-
Yep.
I'm trying to...
Remove trucks. Get in. The group setup stays exactly the same. It's just one extra melee.
Imagine passing out before Cthulhu.
Wait, couldn't we get Humi in here?
Booby?
Booby?
You're a caster, right?
Yeah, we could get him.
I'm a mage, yes.
Yeah, I think that's better.
By the way,
Oh yeah, the
this
brewer's here.
Let me know if you want me.
Yes, please come in.
Okay, okay.
Bring in the
Everyone,
big
watch
guy.
out. There's still a
Marnus
pack
like-
on the right.
You need
Watch
to tell
out.
Marnus for like the 4th time, but he's not coming.
Why are we dick teasing Marnell so big?
Ooh.
I think.
He did not deserve this.
Imagine being a mage in dogs.
Yes.
Imagine
okay,
being in
so
dogs.
Humi may
True.
need a summon because he's like God knows where. I hope you have summon. You have Hearth and Zilladus. There's no summon available.
That's alright, you can just explain the boss for another 7 minutes and I'll be there.
No, we have the boss explained.
Can't
could
we just
pull
request a
39.
run-in with 39
Let's just
people?
do a poll. I mean, like we're just getting
For the last
fundamentals
hour,
down
we did one
anyways.
poll.
We spent, I don't know, 45 minutes preparing for this. And
60
we should
minutes.
just get attempts in, honestly.
This.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do
So
Super
let's
Flex,
just
just make your
think,
way here.
So listen, please, for a second. When we wipe here, we want to run out as many of us as we can. As many as can make it outside, we want to die right here. Because that way we can raise and just summon whoever zones in. It's way faster than running.
Should we even plan to fail?
Yeah, most likely we are.
I mean,
It's
it's,
a-
like, if
it's-
10 people die in the run-in, it's pretty much GG, because
Like,
we don't
it's-
have the DPS to face too.
It's the reason we want to pop nothing is because it tilts people if they lose consumables 5 times in a row.
We need to pull though.
Yeah, like we're working on it. Just chill. Like this boss takes time.
Seppi, can you go over the left and right sides again, just so people are sure which side they're coming
Look at this. Look at the picture. Group
Yeah,
four,
it's
5
not
and
for
7.
me, it's just telling me that
Group
people
5 and 7, you form a conga line on the left side of the entrance. So you go past the entrance, remember to run into the wall to pass it, and form a conga line on this side. Like you can extend into this room back here, like really easily. Group 5 and 7 do this. Group 4, 6, 8, same side as before. And no one gets near Kira at the start.
Should we pop that repair bot now? And group
Yes,
up?
pop that down. Don't mark
Yeah.
it, just put it on an obvious location, please.
Yeah, just group. Before it was
Precision needs another skull I relogged.
It's you.
Please just give Hugh assist. Give the melee assist. And
All
then
the melees
put-
have assist.
Then put your own mark.
It's in the back here, guys. I'm jumping at it. Come to the
Yeah,
repair
please,
box.
Go
everyone
repair.
repair.
Don't stand on it, you fucking ding.
Sorry, what I can't hear.
Kadoot, man. Let me. Hey, do you have your? Do you have your?
Guys, time's ticking, let's go. Repair quick.
Wait, what? The Typhoon? I don't have it
Yeah.
here.
No, you don't have your Typhoon.
No,
You
no.
gonna kill Cthulhu without Typhoon?
I mean, I had to have backspace for the artifacts.
Typhoon for Katoon?
Do you want
You gotta
marked,
bring it for KT at least.
do you want marked anchors closer to the entrance?
No.
Okay.
Actually, if we wipe, I'm gonna Hearthstone and you're gonna summon me. I'm gonna get my Typhoon.
Okay, can you start a rage check? Hit yes on the rage check if you have repaired. Hit no if you still need a repair. That's you, Nicholas.
Oh yeah, I'm the one that does that. Pause.
And then tell me who says no.
We're still waiting for the ready check.
Just make sure that you're targeting Cthulhu if you are running in. Like everybody is targeting Cthulhu. Like it needs to have 40
Yeah,
targets.
you need to look at target of targets to check who's it beaming next, so you can prepare and double check and not beaming something.
Okay, Shiz, did you not repair?
I am ready. I'm ready.
Okay, it says not ready for you, and then Ladbander is AFK. I don't know. He's
Just did you repair?
I am repaired.
Okay. Landbender, did you repair?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone should be at 100% now. Okay. Just give us the quick buffs. I mean, why spirits are slow again?
You should stack up.
We should be ready, but to pull already.
Let's do the little pull E.
Alright, right, like I said, group 5, 7, left side conga line. Group 6, 4, 6, 8, right side conga line. And group 1, 2, 3, run it at a burst at the start. Okay, small change. Marked melee, come to the very start.
You can move up in the tunnel then, come on.
All marked melee have assist. Please keep giving yourself your own symbol. You can still not stack. If you have a marked melee with melee marks. If you have a mount as a marked melee, you come in and run in together as the stack at the start. Go stack. Now we do a conga line. So it's 1, 2, 3 and all melee on Cthulhu at the stack at the start. The rest is conga line. There's huge space up front, by the way, so move up the conga line a bit.
By the way, with the mounts, I don't know why you did that, but you're supposed to run into the middle and then spread on the black sheet.
Yeah.
No, not with this strategy. Go spread right away.
Okay.
Because it's little. It's not everyone.
We still risk chaining, though.
No, because you are completely spread and green before it goes to random people. You can be in your spot before it goes to you.
Cox, you should just loop around and move with the other marks, I think. It's gonna be better.
Guys in the tunnel?
Okay.
Can move up, move up, move up. Move up.
Guys in the tunnel also, you need to be killing mobs as you are, as you run in. Like, you can't leave them up. Small tentacles are priority. Okay, find your green spot now, Kura on your mark. When combat starts, we run in together.
Target the eye.
Run. Alright, start finding a spot inside.
Erlen? It's just...
This.
Park. World jump.
Sander.
Find a spot, don't be stacked, do not be stacked.
Rip Ladbanter, he didn't get any healing.
Precision and Ladbander, whisper me how you died.
He just died from 2 beams.
Okay.
No prot potion, I guess.
Yeah, no prot
Okay,
potion.
we're doing pretty good. I think most people in the room. Beam's about to start. Watch the eye. Watch the eye.
Small tentacles.
Beam. Move. Watch out.
Interrupt
Okay.
the eyes.
It's moving counterclockwise. We're moving counterclockwise through the room. We're moving counterclockwise.
It's gonna face the entrance soon.
Yeah, it's facing the entrance now.
Move right, is what he said.
Ezio, Vinegar, whisper me how you died.
Don't stop healing when the eye
Get to your opposite
Keep
position.
going.
Stop running
Keep
away from the
going.
tentacles, you need to kill them.
Yeah.
Keep
Tentacles are priority over the eye.
15 seconds.
Cthulhu is so slow.
Keep going. 10 seconds.
Be
Be
green.
in position in 8.
Be green.
Okay. Pretty much every death here in here was because of stack issues again. Alright, be green at this point. Be green. Do not stack. Do not chain. Melee. Cthulhu melee. These are your job. These small eyes is Cthulhu melee job.
Please interrupt them.
You can fully interrupt them.
People will die if you don't interrupt them. Help kill the tentacles. If you're a caster and a tentacle in your range, you kill it.
Use instants.
Small claw tentacles is the job of casters to kill it.
10 seconds or clear. Dark clear incoming. Watch the eye. Watch position.
Darkly move. Okay, which way it's going? Don't be with the small eye spawn.
Move right.
Kill all the small shit. Kill all the small shit first.
Get to your starting position.
There's 1 or 2 small eyes that will be in the glare. The casters. It is the casters' jobs to kill those. Look at Skull, for example, right
Starting positions.
now. I can't mark it because it's the fucking beam is in the way. Look at the south tentacle. It's been up for like 10 minutes. It's casters' job to kill this. Within 1 or 2 globals. It can't stay up like this.
10 seconds.
Alright, start being green. Start being green. Find your mark. I know like a couple marks are dead already, but...
3. Be green now.
Big improvement, by the way.
We're good.
We're making
Hey bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Remark yourself if you're melee.
Tentacle.
Small eyes, small eyes, cocks, small eyes, small eyes.
You.
Yeah, well, it's already on someone.
Just wait for that beam replacing.
No.
Paper, dude. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
There's a tentacle. Casters, wake up.
Paper, where the fuck are you?
He's literally just standing still here.
SQ and K, there was a claw behind you that you ignored. There's now a claw there. You go switch to the claw.
5 seconds, dark clear.
Casters go to claws. Claws is priority.
Keep going.
Okay, Nicholas has us.
Dark clear.
I'm just watching for errors.
Dark clear.
Kacherga, there's a claw behind you that is being ignored.
Move right. Move right.
Tentacles.
It's Rob.
Yikes!
Nice feint, Dad.
By the way.
No!
Oh, stop this.
Keep going. Chill.
Did you see this
Right.
intercept? Did you see this intercept?
15 seconds.
Opposite
Come on.
positions.
Don't have random shit.
Kill the small shit!
At this
Do
point,
not
we don't have enough
ignore it.
DPS. We don't have enough DPS for tentacles.
We can still practice.
Keep
though.
going.
The small,
keep going.
yeah, we can practice here.
Just don't pop.
There's
Try
a
to get the
lot.
phase
There's
two.
a lot of small mistakes being made, and it doesn't work when Cthulhu. Be green.
You can
be
do
green,
phase
be green.
2 with 10 people, man. Just try to get to phase 2 so people understand what
Yeah.
is happening.
Yeah,
Nasty,
I want to
don't
see the
change
swap. Keep going.
Oh god.
Rip Nicholas.
Small eyes,
No.
small eyes,
Small.
small eyes. Interrupt them. Counterspell, everything works. Eye tentacles, go.
Tentacle machine. Someone.
Do
15
not stack.
seconds,
Number
okay.
1 rule is do not stack. If the tentacle already is attacking someone, it doesn't matter who it is. You do not get
10
there.
seconds.
Look, and
Doing
if you taunt it off someone, you're doing a
seconds.
mistake. Do you understand this?
You're not supposed to taunt it, but
Dark
you can
clear.
replace a
Ink.
clock.
No,
Dark
you're
clear.
not.
Dark clear.
Why is it
You
always on
can.
my location?
If
Hey,
it's,
clear
no,
comms,
you're not.
please,
If it's already
please.
someone.
Hello.
It's
Clear
perfectly
comms.
fine.
We can talk about this
Safe move.
after.
Safe move.
Move right. By the
There
way.
is
Clear small
beam,
tentacle.
eyes, beam in the beam, eye in the beam, eye in the beam. Casters need to work on that better. It
Malik.
stays up.
Might wanna consider running out and getting reses while we still can.
No, try to get it to phase 2.
We don't have a lot
It's
of
gonna
DPS
take
now.
forever to get the phase 2. It's a waste of time.
All the casters are dead. But
Okay,
we-
let's run to the entrance. Let's run out.
Yeah, try to die in a safe spot so we don't
We
have
have
to wait
six-
forever
six
to
more
run.
seconds to get to the entrance.
Okay. What I've seen, too much stacking still, too much ignoring the small eyes. You need to zoom out your camera to max distance and literally look around you. It's on every single person. This is unfortunately a boss. I cannot do your job. Like, the time where I can call out what to do is over. Like, it doesn't work on this boss. Every single person needs to work on looking around them. Okay, red pill on this fight is move as little as possible. If it's time to do, that's why I say, like, don't taunt it off people, don't replace people. You're literally stacking for a second. You're making a mistake.
I think we should pop this.
Do we have a soul stone?
No, we still haven't figured this out. One more pull without. Okay, let's start racing people. Again, I'll reiterate here the problems. Don't chain people. You need to have that thing center display where it tells you if you're chaining someone or not. It's super fucking important. You can't run through people, you cannot be in range of other people ever. Just find a spot, stand there. You can move after you have, like when it's beaming, when it's rotating the beam through a room, then you can stack, then you can move. After that, if you didn't get to your correct positioning, just stay where you are. Like, don't risk it. Next thing. The small eyes and the tentacles in general, they're not done fast enough. They need to be tackled instantly. Look at the timers. If it's about to be small eyes, don't be where they spawn, because they kick you around. Don't be too close to Cthulhu to get knocked back. Don't be, like, as a melee, don't be too far away from Cthulhu so you get knocked back as well. You DPS Cthulhu, you do big damage, you pop cooldowns in phase 1. You can pop Death Wish like even twice. You pop that shit, and when small eyes are about to spawn, you just literally turn around, 2 globals, all eyes are dead. They need to, if any small eyes are up, like after 3 globals, someone's fucking up. We have 8 melees on Cthulhu and there's 8 tentacles spawning. So it should really take 0 time. For the claws on the other hand, that's mostly caster job. Everything within 30 yards around you, that's a claw. You need to focus that. Every caster within 30 yards, if you have a claw in range, it's your #1 priority. Cthulhu eyes afterwards. Okay, let's start buffing, and we're gonna pull like in the next 2 minutes. So let's just throw down your like party buffs. Don't worry about consumables. We're still working on fundamentals here. Like, the reason I stretch individually what to do here so much is because this needs to be second nature what to do in this fight.
You are already dead.
Quick
Warriors, make sure you're in death stance when running in until you're in the actual position. If you do get beamed, it does help a lot.
Dokken's video is really based, by the way.
I wasn't supposed to have Despacito there, but you can see, like, because of the lag of the server, Seppi looks like he would have gotten hit. Like he's behind the beam.
You betray your friends.
Click these portals, guys.
Okay, we should be finishing buffs.
Oh shit, I need some.
I never got that vinegar.
Okay, is there anyone that died to Dark Glare this time? For any reason?
Despacito got deleted.
Okay, yeah. Understand, it is not acceptable to die that. It's 100% preventable. The small claws, slow. You need to be proactive with moving. You also need to not be running too fast. I mean, you still want to kill the tentacles on the way. You cannot ignore tentacles. Tentacles are more important than the eye. This goes especially during the Dark Lair, where you can actually freely move around the room. This is where you actually can focus on claws. Kill everything on the way. Don't let anything go submerged and come back up. Alright, let's buff up quickly so we can do again. Here is a pull timer.
That's not a good pull timer.
1 minute
we're still running back.
I'm not even there.
We are summoning, should be... Okay, I'll extend it by a
Like,
minute.
we're literally like, if we save some charge, we're literally like 20 seconds away.
Okay, 2 minutes is what you get.
That'll be
We
enough.
really want to be spamming attempts here, so that we get the fundamentals perfectly sorted out. There's like 10 people died this time. It's an improvement. Like, I gotta say, the run-in is almost perfect at this point. No one seems to like do any dinner shit on the way in.
I just want to say that if you get lost and you're like, I don't know where the fuck I am, wait for the next dark glare and then reposition yourself.
Yes. If
Like-
you are... Always remember what your stack point is, and move through the room. And if you got lost, find it after the next dark glare. Move there. We
The
always...
main key is staying green.
Okay,
Like, even if you're in the wrong place.
Another thing, and I see this is the second time where this was wrong. Casters, when the dark glare happens, and you're close to the dark glare, the first thing you should do, global 1 or 2 globals the tentacle inside the dark glare. Because else it's gonna be sitting there spamming Mind Flare for like an eternity.
I think we're all there.
You can preemptively like use grenades or like target them and then
No,
try
I'm
to
here. I'm
counter
here,
spell.
Kachoga. I'm in Kachoga.
Okay, let's get to our spots.
They do have high resist, so like they're gonna resist counter spell most of the time.
Our current goal is to get a clean phase 1 without consumables. This is 100% possible. Phase 1 is par for the course. It's actually... The real fight starts in phase 2. So we need to get used to actually doing this fight properly and not just brute forcing it with consumables.
Wait, are we not using nature protection?
Nothing.
Yikes.
I think
Yeah,
I
like,
did a raid warning.
If you pop nature protection, it sometimes catches fall mistakes. Okay, hold on. I'll extend the timer by a slight amount. Don't pull on this.
Napotage, I don't think you want to stand there.
This
Yeah,
is the
just
real
try
pull
now.
timer. This is the real power timer.
Sealed the puller.
Nabutaya, find a green spot, please.
He's
Jokin's
shielding
gonna
Pyro.
back up his badass.
Okay.
I think we're good here.
There's 40 seconds to pull. Let's focus here. Make sure you mount it if you have a mount, especially at the entrance. Spread out was good.
One last question.
Yes, quick.
When we're done with the laser that the eye does, and we've rotated, we stay where we ended up?
You
Yeah.
rotate. Yeah.
You
So you
go to
perform
your
180
opposite position.
degrees every laser.
You swap 180 degrees every laser.
It's like Xbox 360.
And if there's no claws to attack, you can attack Cthulhu on the move, by the way.
10 seconds.
The reason I don't want people to pop consumables because it masks mistakes.
3,
And we want to right
2,
now iron out those. Okay,
1.
let's focus here. Combat starts, we go. Combat starts, go. Spread out in the room, spread out. Find your spot, find your green. Be
Careful.
Green, be green. Be green, be green, be
Light
green.
Dancer. Doken again.
Get to Cthulhu.
Intention.
Okay, Cthulhu melee deck, sure you're not stacked. Good run
Ellen.
so far.
Didn't
Try to pre-bubble the people that are about to be
Sure.
beamed. Claw. 3 claws up, go, casters. This is your job.
Tentacle Rape in 10.
Alright, don't stand by the spawn. World jump, Mogget Lumbake. You're about to get knocked back.
Tentacle Rape incoming soon.
You're about to get knocked out. World champ, you're about to get knocked back.
Tentacle Rape now, melee focus.
World champ, please move.
Dark Land.
Dark Lair, move. Kill the small eyes.
Interrupt them. Skull.
Move right, move right.
Turn
Okay,
around.
Opposite
kill
position.
all the small shit on the way. Move 180 degrees to the room while you kill all the small shit.
Severus,
Fo-
you gotta turn.
Kill the shit as you move. Find your new spot.
Don't go too close.
No.
You can get knocked
180
into.
degrees. 180.
180 degrees and find your stack mark at all times. Understand where it is.
Relative to the marks.
10 seconds until it ends.
Be green.
10 seconds.
Find a spot.
5.
Find a spot at this point. Be green. Last chance.
Be green. Tentacle Rape incoming soon. Get
And once
ready.
you're green, just don't move. Don't do like this dumb hit back and forth.
Tentacles.
movement. Small eyes, right to Cox, you need to be killing tentacles.
Who is that? Ezio.
Roman,
need to
you
turn
went for the
around.
wrong tentacle.
Ezio.
Could that whisper me how you died?
Yo, Snozy.
Yeah, my bad. That was my bad.
Do you see me, bro?
Okay, for the last time, you can't be on the edge of the black circle on the ground because the small
15
eyes
seconds.
will knock you around and do a bunch of damage. Malik, whisper me how you died. Molenbeek, stop moving around
10
for no
seconds.
reason.
10 seconds, Dark Lair.
I had to
Once
get
you-
green.
3.
Once you're green, just don't move.
Severus, please.
Okay, new Dark Lair. Watch.
Bunker.
Dark Lair, move.
Move left. Kill eyes.
Kill eyes on the way, interrupt them. There's one on the beam. Casters, your job. Takes too long. It did 2 full rotations. That's simply too long.
Tentacle.
Don't move too close to the beam either, because you can get knocked into it and then you die. This whisper me how you die. Find your new
Starting
spot.
position.
We go to the original start
10
position.
seconds. 10 seconds.
We're getting better at this.
Ezio, wrong spot.
Find green.
Severus, Ezio, wrong spot.
Ezzy, you're on wrong spot.
Severus,
Tentacles?
move more to the right.
You need to go to the right, like. Do a tentacle.
No, Sil.
No interrupt on the tentacle for 5 seconds.
You need to be
Severus, you have
north.
space on the right.
Ezzy, you need to be
No,
north
another
of
one across the
triangle.
room.
North of triangle.
You can kick and stun the small eyes, which you need to be doing.
There you go.
At the entrance, there's a claw.
10 seconds, Dark Lair.
Vinegar to your right.
We can still push
Vinegar
this.
to your right.
Dark Lair incoming soon. Dark Lair now.
Dark, move. No,
Move
moving-
left.
Keep killing the tentacles.
Keep
and
telling the
claws.
tentacles. There's 2 tentacles that are not taken care of by casters in the beam again. This is mostly the casters moving away from the beam rather than the one coming in from the other side, okay? So, if you're like right next to the beam and you're running away from it, Mullen, don't be there. Don't leave these claws up, guys. There's like a claw with full life that's being ignored.
Be green.
the tank call.
3 seconds.
Be green.
Green.
Be green. Okay, I'll take over one.
Token, you didn't.
Token, for fuck's sake, I saw that. No, that was.
No, that
Nice.
was me. That was me.
Guys, ice. Severus.
Ice. Way faster. Okay, execute. Go spam. Let's see phase 2.
Sunders. Three seconds, Dark Lair. Dark Lair incoming. Watch position.
Severus, why are you doing this? Why are you moving?
Go right. Go right.
Go move.
Nice.
Small eyes. First thing you do is interrupt. Interrupt when they beam. Help kill them. Kill every tentacle on the way, whether it be claws or eyes. You can still DPS it on the way. A couple people are just literally doing nothing useful at the moment.
10 seconds, Dark Lair ends.
Claw being ignored.
5
Come on.
seconds, be green.
Be green at this point.
Let's see phase 2 before Tentacle Rape.
We want to kill things here, so put some work on 5%, just a bit
shit.
more, so we can see phase 2.
Tentacle Rape, focus.
Cox, you just chained it.
That's actually his tentacle, but
No, it's not. Right shoulder is not that.
Dude, it's you. You tanked your own fucking eye for like without interrupting it. What?
Come on,
Before Dark
2%.
Lair.
Definitely a lot of melee ignoring eyes.
Like
Melee
Ezio was tanking
eyes-
his own and not interrupting.
Dark Lair. I'll kill this.
Imagine.
Okay, watch
kill
the
it while it's done.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
get to them.
Okay.
Go north.
Go
Go to
north,
the
go
altar.
north, go north, go north, go north, go north. You need to be north in 5 seconds. You need to be north in 5.
And spread
4,
out, spread out, spread
Kill
out.
3,
tentacles. Kill
2. Clear the tentacles. Okay, this is where a lot of people are gonna die, but this is a giant tentacle. Wait until it. There's. Yeah. Like,
Well, you need stone shield if you
No,
want to
it's
tank
gonna
that.
re-emerge and kill him.
This is anti-heaven.
Yeah, so at
Actually,
this point,
fuck this, I'm out.
this is phase 2. We would now kill a claw, then we would get rape party, and then kill a claw again, and then rape party, etc. While we do the stomach.
Battery in the stomach. Fuck it up, battery.
Innervate me, disappear.
Okay, it's a wipe at this point, but we've seen phase 2. So this is a big eye, by the way. You see, it's gonna laser everyone now.
In this moment, how do you take care of the far
Oh
eyes?
my god, I just got into.
Melee run for the small far eyes as fast as they can. They wait on the, like, okay, we're on the north room. Divide the room in half, right through the center of the eyeball, where the north part is one half and the entrance is the other half. Just put an imaginary line between the two halves, and you basically want to be waiting on that line, pretty close to Cthulhu, for the tentacles to spawn. You want to be inside the black circle so you don't get knocked around. Worst case is there's an eye that spawn, like there's a tentacle, big one, that spawns right inside of Cthulhu, but it's all in range, there's no problem. And then you run south as fast as you can and get the far tentacles.
Can we use consume some?
Melee go for the far tentacles as fast as possible. This is where you, like, grenades are really good. And casters go for the 4 closest tentacles as fast as they can. In fact, the melee should go for their original assignment. So, like, for example, diamond at the 3 position, square at the 6 position. As soon as the small eye spawn, rush for those ones.
Also, having a skull on me is useless because
we need
whoever's
to find
getting the
another
beam,
mark.
yeah, whoever's getting the, well, there's
Okay.
a right?
Couple pointers. That we're getting better at this. The run-in was pretty much flawless. Like, we're getting really good at this. Like I said, the reason I wanted to use no consumables on this is because it masks mistakes, and mistakes is what wipes. And we're getting better at this.
One thing that I would like to point out is that I saw a few, especially clothies, move away from the giant tentacles. Not the phase 2, but phase 1. You know, the claw tentacles, or whatever they're called.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you need to be, because what you need to understand about these tentacles is that if there's no one in melee range, what will happen is they'll despawn and they'll respawn somewhere else, and when they pop up, they'll deal damage. So if there's one person in melee range, they won't despawn. So one person always needs to be in melee range of these, and usually it's the closest person, whether that be cloth, whether that be leather or plate. Just run in melee, one is enough. And
Closest for 10 seconds.
Closest
you can
person,
run away and DPS it before it dies, or before it respawns.
Closest person moves on top of the claw, and lets it face tanks it. It doesn't matter who it is. I'm thinking one more without consumes before we start popping. Just to double check that we've got the basics correct. It's a lot of individual player mistakes that people may or may not be aware of.
Okay, just to be like certain, if you are a tank, you don't want to have a shield equipped in phase 1. You actually want to do some damage as well. So if there's a tentacle, like a claw, next to you, just stand on it. You hit it with a 2-hander or with dual wield or whatever. It's only in phase 2 that it's like necessary to have a shield equipped, pop a stone shield, and then go into a giant claw or eye. But you don't want to risk chaining anyone as a tank, because
you never risk chaining in this. That's the number one rule.
Well, yeah.
Don't attempt to save clothies because a claw is whacking on them. If a claw's whacking them, they're doing the correct thing. If you then move on top of them, you are doing the wrong thing. The red pill, I see, like, I don't know what kind of, like, behavioral problem this is, but I see a lot of people just doing, like, spastic left and right.
What are you talking about?
Spastic left and right movements for no reason whatsoever. Once you found a good green spot, you just don't move. Like, that's one of the most important things here. Like, just don't move.
We wanna stand in a pentagon. Like, I see people standing just randomly about. Like, I'm just gonna stand here. We wanna try and make a pentagon in each group. So, like, try and do that.
So, like I said, we're making big progress here. So we're getting training done. This is good.
There's also people not going to their mirrored spots and doing like 360s and ending up in the same spot at stack.
Yeah.
You do, by the way, you do follow the direction that the dark layer takes. So if it moves clockwise, you also move clockwise. And if you are okay, so the beam is gonna start somewhere. Some people will be close to the beam. There will be one or two small eyes inside the beam that melee cannot reach. Casters need to be 100% focused when that starts to getting those two. The melee got all the other ones, but those two can only be attacked by casters, and it's a huge amount of damage if they like allowed to cast. Just give it like 1 or 2 globals. That's really all you need. They die quick. Like 1 fireball and a fire blast or something like that.
It's just that we run out of mana really quickly because everyone's doing shit damage.
Yeah,
That's
like
a
I
big
had
problem.
massive mana issues.
I think it's like supposed to be 2 dark layers and then he's supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
More or less. Like, this is hard mode at the moment because we have no consumables.
You have to understand that mages are using
that
major
true?
manas
Oh.
on cooldown.
Maybe 3 then.
Because without them we're wanding the entire fight. So we are still using consumes.
Are we consuming? Exactly?
We can't not use major mana potions.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Use frost bolts on boss. Use no fire
Because
blast.
if you want
on
me
the
to not use
tentacles.
them, we will be in phase 1 forever.
Paste.
Feels good.
Don't forget the pack at the right side.
Like, if you wanna actually see phase 2 though, like, you pretty much need to pop Greater Stone Shield as a
Yeah.
tank before you go into a Giant Claw. Or it's just gonna be a wipe straight up.
Like, consumables does really a lot here, but one of the keys is also knowing the fight, because this is like
Yes.
not only a DPS check, but also do you know what the fuck to do kind of boss. Like, if you don't know where you're doing or what's happening, like, it's just a chaotic fight until you learn it. Because really, all it is staying still in your position, damaging whatever nearby is, and then you just do whatever prior we have.
Why are people asking for songs?
Because sometimes it's
Kajerga is right, by the way. Like,
User
every
joined your
single
channel.
second that you're not moving, you should be DPSing something. You need... This is not a fight where you can drag retards through. Every single person
Get fucked,
needs to be completely aware
User
of what to do
disconnected
at
from
any
your
given point
channel.
of the fight. You cannot be idle here. You cannot be like half absent. You cannot be watching videos on the side. You need to be actually here, focusing and all helping with the fight. If you lose 3 DPS, it's dangerously close to a wipe already. Early. There is no fuck up room in this boss. Not with this gear level.
Oh, yeah, we should stack up actually. Stack on cross.
And there's no freebies for this boss. So let's stack up and buff. I mean, there's not terrible amount of raid time left. The official one ended just now. I'm trying to like stretch the definition of raid time a bit so we can get a bit more done here. We should start popping consumes at this point though, by the way. Thinking just like
You want to do one more or no?
No, just now. From now on, we pop consumes.
Okay.
So
Greater
the
nature
way is
protection.
you start on a greater nature protection potion, and you also pop a greater shadow protection potion, and then you don't repop the shadow. But you do repop the natures as needed. If you get beamed once and it's used, pop that nature pot.
Pop a 3-minute pull timer.
If we're doing consumes, we're also doing full boss.
We're doing full consumes.
Full E.
Like,
There's
you
no
can
skipping
also-
on this.
You can also save them, and if you don't instantly die on the run-in.
Oh yeah, that's a good part. You need to pre-pop the protection potions. However, all the mongos etc. shit, you can pop that when you are in position. You know it's a good pull. That's actually a red pill. So as long as you don't forget to do that, you can pop everything that's instant. So
Food also.
you can't do food at the start. You can't do food on the way in. But once you're in position, you green. You know you didn't get cucked by some RNG. Then you can pop like the rest of your DPS consumables. This is perfectly fine. Just
Also, if you're green, like, stay in that position. Like, don't.
Yeah, do not
like
move
if you
for
see
whatever
triangle,
reason.
a lot of people are doing this.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Like even I see it on
Don't,
range, I
don't
see it
do
on
like,
melee as well.
don't do like, Also, for fuck's sake, get away from the black circle. I see people getting knocked up every time they spawn.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it can be max range.
Like, no one should be close to the Cthulhu melee, not even remotely.
Remember right shoulder?
Can you confirm flask on casters again?
Yeah, we should
Should
do
be
it if
popped
it's
by
a good
now already.
Yeah, nice, nice.
Steffi, should I flask or should I just...
If you haven't popped it yet, you should not be popping it anymore because we're not doing 2 hours of attempts anymore.
Alright.
So you don't want us to pop it right now? Is
Well,
that wrong?
you should have popped it like an hour ago.
Wait,
This
Yumi is
sec-
still frost. Based.
Yeah, we didn't respect.
Doesn't matter.
You need to extend that pull timer, by the way.
Yes.
'Cause,
Spirit is not done. Come on, priest, full mana.
Spirit is always lacking, literally.
Literally every priest is present and has full mana. Come on.
Did Arelon leave? Oh, there he is.
Hey, thanks for the summon. I almost made it, running the entire way.
Okay. Who is assigned to shadow prodding, by the way?
It's on the spreadsheet.
Don't make me look it up.
We have a spreadsheet?
Pog.
That's Drescher Black Coffee. Finish shadow prod, please.
You will die.
And Spirit as well. Group 2 and 3. Just buff the whole group.
I think people ran out of
Spot buff 42 on. You should pop your second pot now, by the way. We don't pull on this timer. I'll extend it again.
Oof, 2 minutes.
Just like it gives me the time. Like there's not a terrible amount of attempts left today, so let's make the best of it.
So can you give Sis assist? I can help sculling precision.
What? No. We use consumables, yes, from now on, yes.
can we use another mark instead of skull?
Is there
No.
one? I don't think there is one.
All 8 marks are
That's
used.
why we give them the permission to
Like precision,
remark.
you have assist, so you can remark yourself as skull.
I know, but every single time beam goes out, I'd
I
have
know.
to remark myself.
Do it during dark lair, ideally.
Okay.
You don't really need to
Yeah, I'll
do
do
it
that. I'll
after.
do that. You're right. You're right. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, get to your mounts, get to your positions in the conga line. Ideally, you get the same spot every time so that we don't have to fight for it every time. So, this is like serious business now. Everyone's fully consumed up. I see most buffs are done, so good shit there. Hello? Mongoose? Cadet DKP as you obey
Dude,
voicemail.
you told
When
me
we run
just
in,
said
we
pop
told
when
us.
we run in.
Brap.
Yeah, I'm... Okay, never mind. Yeah, sure. As long as you actually pop him, I'll get mad though.
Just making sure.
Sephi, equip weapons. Phase 1, like, you wanna do damage if you can. Goes for every tank, by the way. Don't have a shield on.
Yes. Okay, we are going on this pull, get ready.
If you can
Oh.
shield slam, that's another thing, but yeah.
You should have a nature, of course.
Okay, I'm back. Oops.
Good, you have 10 seconds. Why are you running?
Target the eye, target the eye.
Alright, target the
Pop
eye.
mic.
Kura? No, 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 no,
Ah.
no, 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 no,
Dude, why?
I said to wait
Clear.
until it's on
Cover
Kura.
this.
Space.
Dindu, what the fuck?
That's 40 nature pods down the drain.
Don't fucking run in until combat starts.
Consolidate right here so we don't have to
Fuck
run
up, get
over you
scared.
and die here.
Hell yeah, get scared.
You
Fuck
ran
you.
in too early.
This is
That's
why you
how it's
target
your
the
fault.
eye.
And you didn't even like keep running in. You ran back to us.
Like, this is why you target the eye. Also,
Oh,
everyone who
honoring his
chased
name.
didn't do it yet. Like, you're an actual didn't do it.
Pog.
So how did you pick
On
groups
the
1 to
positive
3?
side, we don't
Was
have
it
to run
random?
Whatever, we can res pretty much everyone here, so let's just pick it up quick. Go.
Yeah, this has to happen. This is like part of the ritual of doing it.
Okay, understand now that the pull starts when Kura has combat. The timer is for him, not for you. Combat stopped, let's go.
Ikaira, you might want to take just a little bit of a step into the room and then run out. Instead of just peeking past.
Running was fine. Before. Shouldn't change
he did fine.
Kira's not in combat for me. Black coffee, you're good.
I've just seen it on Cadet's stream. He also, he runs in just a little bit because
just target the eye.
Yes.
Like everyone should have the eye targeted. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, every single person when we run in, target the eye.
Like even if you're not like, if you're doing conga line, you could still do /target eye of Katoon.
And now we pop a nature protection potion.
Yeah, first thing you do is pop the nature pod. And pop a shadow pod after 2 minutes.
This is why the price is gonna be expensive, by the way.
Yeah, get used for good attempts, you wanna be using 3 to 5 nature pods. Every good attempt. Good attempt being you get at least 1 vuln phase.
As soon as everyone is res, make a 5-minute pull timer. Should get better tempo on these attempts.
Yep, what he said.
Anyone who ran in is an idiot.
What if you died while inside the room?
There's no one inside the room.
I'm inside the room.
You ran in, Mullen. Are you in it?
Yeah, but people can rush me. I mean, ran in the instance. After dying. Holy shit, I almost pulled.
Same.
Almost pulled again.
Can you not?
Need more rum, BRB.
Already.
Pod.
Cox here.
Guess we're tagging more nature pods now.
Yep.
Welcome.
Melee, mark yourself again.
Cox is an anchor. He's not here.
Cox is dead, so...
I'm
Sorry,
pretty
what?
sure he got rest already.
Don't
okay,
mind
we're
really
buffing
run
them.
in
We're
for
still buffing.
attempts like this, because it takes more time to summon you than actually res you.
I'm just pretending to be AFK, I'm not AFK, don't worry.
Oh, good. Help buff, guys. We need Bufferoni battery. Superflex.
Okay. 5-minute pull timer.
Yeah, I can trade you some, man.
You can trade me, please?
Yeah, I can trade you.
Buffs should be coming to a close. Your shadow prod group 1, 3, 6, and 8.
Ooh, a whole stack. Okay, I'll get you that.
I can't yet, Ireland.
Like, once you
So,
realize how
okay.
little time it actually takes to buff a whole raid, you realize that we still need to work on that.
Actually, the buffs was decent this time. Spirit is almost done.
Yeah, like, it's getting better. It's still, like, every minute counts on this build.
Can we get a full timer?
The setup on this boss takes so long, like, you can waste hours here.
I think we did waste hours. Just kidding.
Well,
It's not
everyone's
wasting if you have fun.
Food buff, mount up. And don't forget that second protection potion. Paper, where you at? Paper, where you at? Why did you run in paper?
Didn't do paper.
So paper, what are you doing?
Don't pull on this timer.
Do not pull on this timer because paper's an idiot.
I mean,
Right.
is there anything new?
No, he's been like this the whole server, pretty much.
2 servers.
2 servers, actually.
3 servers.
Okay. 30-second pull timer. Let's get ready to rumble.
I mean, he did.
Full
type 1 to
consume
3
for
5
this
minutes ago.
attempt. Full focus for this attempt.
No, let's just
We're
make fun of
basically just chaining Cthulhu until it's dead now.
Base.
God.
My eyes are bleeding.
Everyone target the eye now, so you see the target of target, which you also need to have enabled. We are going on this timer, yes. 5 seconds. Wait until Kura is in combat, until you see Kura target of target, then you can run in. There you go, let's go. Spread out, spread out. Start of random beams now. Boys in them, boys in them, boys in them.
Go.
Let me think.
Go left hand.
Find green, find green, find green, find green. Boys in them, your
Remember,
diamond's gone.
trying to stand in a pentagon. You wanna make a pentagon here.
Use that, which one?
Boys in them, mark yourself.
Okay, this is good in terms so far.
Okay. Next, in 10 seconds, we have Dark Glare and Tentacle Raid Party. Make Cthulhu melee kill the tentacles behind your right shoulder, behind your right shoulder.
Dark Glare.
Dark Glare, move. Look at Dark Glare.
Kill tentacles.
Kill the tentacles. Interrupt them. First thing you do is interrupt them.
Opposite
Second thing
positions, opposite positions.
Okay,
I see
we
people
follow
running
the
the wrong way.
beam. We follow the beam. Don't run in the wrong direction.
Doken, what are you doing, bro?
Damage
The
is
tentacles in the way.
I'm trying to help people get tentacles.
Good.
15 seconds.
That's
Dark
solid.
Glare.
Finish tentacles. 15 seconds until the shit ends.
We
It's
should
gonna
consume,
end.
really.
Hold on. It's gonna end, and there's gonna be a raid party right afterwards. So to Cthulhu melee, get ready again. Find your green. Find your green. Find
Lots
your
of
green.
people not in
Cthulhu
good
melee.
position.
Find your green. 3 seconds. Find your green. Don't chain. Alright, it's
Tentacle
gonna be
raid
Dark
now?
Glare soon. Raid party, go. Right shoulder. Faster. You need to be like basically like on the instant. Do not stack.
Hold on to that.
Do not stack when you kill them. 1 melee per tentacle.
New
And look
protection
around you.
potions if they fell off.
Zoom out your camera and use your brain to find the stuff you can kill. Eye is always second target. Claws
15
always
seconds Dark
first.
Glare. 15 seconds.
Alright, this Dark Glare and Raid Party will pretty much come together. Do not be on the edge of the circle. World Jump, you're gonna get knocked around by the
I know,
ice. for no reason.
Seppi, I've done this for 3 years. Relax.
Yeah, you got knocked in
Focus.
every single fight so far.
Yeah, focus. Dark Glare.
We had a chain. People shouldn't chain.
Okay, eye tentacles.
Get the one in the beam. Get the ones in the beam.
Go left.
Castus, the one in the beam. Castus, the one in the beam.
Go left.
It stays up way too long. Do not wait for the casters to walk up from the other side. It's the melee that are, it's the casters that are leaving that must be killing this. In the
Starting
15 seconds Dark Glare.
positions, guys. Starting
On the right
positions.
Kill me,
spot.
die.
I got punted back into the wall and I couldn't get out in time.
10 seconds. Less irrelevant info.
Alright, clear out the tentacles. Find your green. Find your
green,
green.
be
Find your green. Be green now. Be green now.
A lot of people in.
Emily, how did you die?
Dude,
Eyes. Do not stack whatever you do.
Remark yourself, let me tank.
Yeah.
Keep this going. We can get a halfway decent phase 2 going here.
15 seconds Dark Glare.
Might even pop a cover. No,
There's a
never
claw
mind.
up. Claw up. Is this... Okay, good shit. See, that's how fast you should die. Claw south, claw south.
15
Next,
5
Dark
seconds.
Glare in 5 seconds, get ready. It's gonna be followed by a Tentacle Raid Party pretty soon afterwards. Alright. Dark Glare, move. Raid Party, don't get knocked around. Do not get knocked by tentacles.
Token.
Nice.
I'm good. Don't
Okay,
worry
good.
about me.
I thought you were someone else.
I see it.
Too many people still getting knocked up
Go
by their
right.
spawns
Go
that spawn,
right. You
that
move
spawn
right.
the same way every single time. There's a tentacle that's currently being ignored. On circle.
I managed to interrupt.
Kick.
Kill before eye is over.
Finish all... Yeah.
Kill it now.
Kill the claws, kill the claws.
Okay, finish all claws, go north, finish all claws, shields on.
Claws are dead.
Pop your greater nature.
Don't congregate
Greater
too much.
nature, greater nature.
Maintain
Spread
a
out,
spread.
spread out.
That's your attacking?
Wait for a tank to go on it.
In the backpack.
It's on me.
Stone shields.
Stun,
You
stun,
need
stun.
to pop stone
Give me
shields.
shot.
Do not rip on this. Holy
Yeah, I
shit.
saw that.
It thrashes
If
through,
you
by
are
the
a
way.
melee and you go in the stomach, you run out.
Pentacle ring party in 10 seconds. Melee get into the position. You want to be close to Cthulhu, but not on the
Grenade.
southern half of the room.
Use
Do
grenades
not
here.
get knocked. Do not be on the edge of the circle. Yeah, be closer or farther away. Do not be on the edge of the circle. Big eye,
Grenades.
big eye, hang
No.
on,
Paper,
hang on.
go away,
I
go away.
got knocked. Cast, interrupt, come on.
Interrupt it.
Save that coin for the big guy, contest coin.
Yeah. Save all the
Yeah.
interrupts for this shit.
Hit me. Aye.
Interrupt.
I'm going to stomach. Center is empty.
Rape party in 10.
Get out as soon as possible. Giant claw in 3.
Please come closer to north. Come closer to north. Don't spread out so much.
Tentacle rape party. Focus eye and small eyes.
Ice
Leave the
house.
stomach.
Giant ice house.
The giant claws.
Yeah,
south.
someone who was that? Like
Paper.
Looks like paper.
Paper, of course.
Monka, paper.
Okay, for the last time, this happens too often. This needs to stop. The edge of the black circle is completely taboo. Get the fuck away from there.
Why are we not
Stop.
taking this giant claw?
I am on it.
Oh, it's done.
Target of target is bugged as usual.
No, it was just stunned.
Eyes. Giant eye.
Apparently you
Right.
can disarm those, by the
Right
way.
tentacles.
The tentacle is supposed to be dead while before this happens, by the way.
You can put cursed tongues
Yeah,
on
we
it.
fell behind.
Run out with it's over.
Okay,
they
so
stuck it up.
Right.
The giant tentacle spawned on me as I came out.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
shouldn't
yeah,
have
so
come
you
out
left
because that's
when I
fun.
exactly said not to leave. That's a minus DKP at this point. Fuck you.
What? I
Oh,
was gonna
bitch.
die in there.
Paper, you've only done this fight 10 times before on Lightbringer. How
You
could
have-
you not know?
you have timers. Babe.
I
That's what
explained
we
this
discussed
3
before.
times so far. So you're either not paying attention or you have the memory of a goldfish. Either way, minus DKP.
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
Another
Okay,
thing I
give
want
me
to
minus
discuss.
DKP and I'm
Alright, please clear comms now. Like, I want to discuss something important. When
Yes.
there's tentacle array party in phase 2, it's pretty important that all the range focus the ones on the south. Like, it's
Yeah.
huge. Like, mages ideally, because you can blink there as well, and like cover a lot of distance in a short time. But it's very important that ranged actually focus the ones like the far south.
The issue is we have to kill the giant claws and the giant eyes.
Okay, we
and
got
we
to
need
phase
to
2
build
at
a
this
big
point, so
ignite
we
to
need
do
to. We got to phase 2. We need to work on phase 2 mechanics at this point. Phase 1 is starting to look very decent. My main gripe at the moment in phase 1 is that the people are not understanding that they can't stand up the black circle. They say, "Oh, I know, I've done this fight a million times before," and literally 10 seconds later get knocked around by the exact mechanic. So you need to understand there is a black circle on a Cthulhu. If you're anywhere close to the edge of that black circle, at any point, you are making a mistake. You need to fix that. You need to understand this. You need to burn this into the back of your brain, because every time you get knocked around, you risk getting more chains. You force people to move. It's bad. And in phase 2, it's even more important, because the melee need to be ready to quickly go to the small eyes and not spend time busy like flying across the room. So the prepare position for phase 2, the position for phase 2 for melee to prepare to go to the small eyes is touching Cthulhu, the body. You touch Cthulhu. That's when you are very close to all the eyes, and you can basically go in any direction. Next. Don't stack too much in phase 2. That kind of worked. You also need to be having a nature pod up at all times. This thing does like 4k nature damage when it pops up.
Pop consumes on the way in.
Yeah, one thing that I would like to... Sephi said the stacking was good. It's kind of like a bit contradictory, because you don't want to stack as... you want to try to stack as little as possible while stacking as much as possible. Because if too many get hit by, especially casters, if too many get hit by the emerging claws, we're in trouble. But if we're too far apart, it will be too far of a run, and DPS will decrease, and you won't be able to kill the claws in time.
The tank on the right side of the room in phase 2 will say something. Who did I sign?
You assigned Nasty Pixel.
Nasty, where were you when
Right,
that ice spawned?
I was right.
Yeah, it spawned on your side and it wasn't picked up. What happened?
I was. Wait, what?
What were you talking about? Eye or
Which
giant
which
eye?
eye?
Yeah.
Oh, it was giant eye.
No, I did pick it up.
Oh, you need to interrupt it. You need to,
Yeah, it beamed the rage, which is what
you
I'm
need
mentioning.
to immediately interrupt it. Concussion blow is really good for it.
I mean, we should help him do that as well. Casters.
Yeah, but I think a lot got knocked back, and
Yeah.
I was running
That's one of
towards it. I can't intercept with my spec, but it seemed like it was it was far in the back, so maybe some people missed it. It was a lot of people got knocked by it, and there were not enough people.
Yeah, okay, okay.
It wasn't really right. It was north.
Listen.
No. North is where we all are.
Let me hear
Right
what you
is
said.
right side of the stairs.
Listen.
It was right.
Oh,
It
okay,
doesn't
I got
matter. Listen. Shh. Okay, listen. It's very simple. Stay on Berserk stance. Maybe you take extra damage from the tentacle when he goes up, but then you can intercept and safely pick it up.
Yes. Okay, so we need to do work on damage control a bit. There is critical issues which will cause wipes if you don't do them, and then there is making the raid harder issues which will make the raid harder. So leaving the stomach at the wrong time is critical, because if you do that, you straight up risk a wipe, like what happened now. Someone left the stomach, got flung to the south, eye spawned south, wipe. It's unrecoverable at this point. If it's an eye, there's literally nothing you can do. The other things is melee getting knocked around in phase 2 because they stand on where the eyes spawn. You need to understand that this wastes time that we don't have at the moment.
Pop a greater nature potion if you haven't yet.
If you run in, the first thing you should do is pop a protection potion.
We are only doing 2 more attempts, by the way, so let's pop these consumes and then come back in. We've done a pretty long raid day today and we've got plenty done, but okay, so yeah, like I said, 2 more attempts and then we do it the little of course. And tomorrow we'll finish the rest of this shithole.
I thought right side was right side of the room. That's the stairs. My bad.
No. We are all clustered around the stairs, so
Yeah.
right side means right side of the raid.
Nasty, one thing that you have to realize is that the tentacles spawn on a person, and there's no one on the right side of the room. There shouldn't be anyone there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay,
I understand the confusion. And also, if one tank dies, if Seppi dies, I'll take over middle and left.
Yes. You take over what's next to you, basically.
Seppi takes over if either of us die. Or if go in the stomach, you have to...
Yeah, you need to be...
out.
I know it's a clusterfuck with a tons of calls, but literally all of those calls are important. And you need to be super vocal about the percentage of the tentacles in the stomach and about, like, the status of the tanks. The tanks need to be talking all the time if they're, like, doing something. Like, whichever tank gets to the tentacle first, for example, you need to call it you're tanking that now, because the healers need to be landing heals on you, like, a global later or you're dead.
Yeah.
You
With
need
that
to be
being
popping stone shield pot and shield block as you run in, else you're also dead.
With that being said as well though, like last 2 attempts, feel free to use like shield wall and stuff as well, if you feel iffy about the incoming damage.
Pop protection potions, by the way. They should already... First cooldown should already be running.
Both should be done.
Yeah, at this point you should have them on cooldown.
Phase 2... Phase 1 is getting better and better. Like I said, my main problem at the moment is people face tanking them emerge from the small... at least from the predictable ones. You know when the small eyes spawn. You know even where they're gonna spawn. So there's no excuse to ever get knocked back by that. You just leave the area when that's about to happen. And the best way to do that is just get it into your head that you're just never standing there no matter what. Like, for whatever reason. Okay. So, is there any question or confusion in phase 2 at the moment? Because, like, right now we can talk about it for like 2 minutes while we buff.
Just a little pointer, like, you need to be very aware of your bigwigs timers. Like, sure, we can call it out as well, but there's a lot of stuff being called out in phase 2, specifically as well.
Use DPS cooldowns right as you start. There's no threat mechanic. You can just unload on the guy, and the faster we kill the eye, the better it is for us. And like exactly like he says, in phase 2 you save all DPS cooldowns for the bold phase. That being said, it is worth it if you are a caster in the stomach with a good setup. Like you have a healer with you, you just came in and you're like, oh man, I'm ready to go. It's worth putting cooldowns for that situation. Other than that, save it for one.
Full timer.
Okay, like we're getting better at this. Phase 2, any questions? Any questions now? Like why now would be the time? Don't forget food buffs.
Is that water mod enabled?
It's because
I think it's just when you run too close to them.
Yeah.
I think we're Gucci.
Advancer, stop hiding around the corner. Get over here, boys. We need to buff.
Is Nicholas underwater again?
Yeah.
I'm just bringing 3 waters to us.
Sorry, I have a clip on mic.
Nice.
Ireland have backspace now. Okay.
Okay, like I said, 2 more attempts here, then we are done for today.
Beavis, if you want buffs, please get over here.
Yeah, he's running.
Okay.
He's close.
We're missing some spirit, some shadow protection, some int, start mark of the wild. Please all, like, area buffs is part of the mandatory buffs for all buff classes. Like,
we're almost done. I'm just missing Beavis.
This is not a pull timer, obviously.
Yeah. Doesn't really matter what the pull timer is actually. Courier starts this fight every time.
It's just nice for everybody who's like in the tunnel and can't see him.
The run in definitely has been improved to the point where it's just good. Like, I see no problems there. Let's keep it up this way. As long as we don't beam people on the way in, we're doing a good job. After that, it's mostly execution in phase 1. We need to carry this very clean with no deaths into phase 2. We want 0 deaths into phase 2. And then in phase 2, we need to actually like put in real work. Okay, this is the pull timer.
Please target the eye.
I still can't believe we won.
15 seconds, 15 seconds, shit. Focus, 10 seconds, target the eye, please. About to happen. It's live, go. Okay, start finding your green. Start finding your green inside. Be green at this point, be green at this point.
Paper.
Cooldowns.
Be green at this point.
Ooh.
This is actually way better than Lightbringer.
Focus, focus.
And keep pop another nature pot if you get beamed.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to Dark Lair, which will also have a beam party. Remember, Cthulhu melee, get ready for this shit. You want to have your right shoulder. Dark Lair, move. Dark Lair, Zil.
Yeah, I got punted towards it.
Okay.
Move
Clear
left.
out the stuff. There's another, yet again, no caster on the north one where the beam
Boy,
spawned.
Spinham, you were way too close.
And you please not let the Sanders drop.
That's fine.
No.
Kill this
There's a
tentacle.
claw that spawns, you did.
A new tentacle.
15 seconds.
Beavis,
Nice.
whisper me how you died.
Get that one, get that out.
If you have Ankh of cooldown, wait till phase 2.
Alright, opposite positions
Green.
now. Opposite positions.
I'm gonna remark, but a lot of people are in the wrong spot.
Go find green now, find green now. Tentacle party about to happen. Mullen, why?
Just putting down totems.
No excuse.
I mean, if you can see it's casting on somebody else, he has
It's
a man.
no, it's you cause fuck up in the positioning. Just don't
He's gonna
move.
move left, Roman Cox.
Just focus on your job here.
Mana pots, mana gem, I don't know, pop him.
Intention has a claw.
10 seconds, Darkler.
There's a claw on the right side on Fork. Darkly about to happen and raid party right after. Move.
Easy.
Kill the small ice. Interrupt them. First global is
Go
always
right.
interrupt.
Go right.
Very good. Like I don't see them casting. Good job. Move with the beam.
I can't get that one.
Cast, Nicholas, cast.
It's spawned. I could have got it.
10 seconds, Darkler.
Starting positions.
There's still claws. Clean them up. Get your starting positions. Find a green spot. 5 seconds.
Be green.
Be green now. Whatever it takes, just be green. Whatever it takes, just be green.
Tentacle rape.
Arrow tentacles.
Rape, tentacle. Go. Right side shoulder.
No, Sil.
Zill, whisper me what happened.
I got high beamed and then
Focus.
Cocoon beam
Doing good.
at the same time. No one kicked their
20
eye.
seconds.
Oh, DKP, you almost killed yourself right there.
No.
You didn't? Okay.
Keep going, 13%. Let's kill this before the next Dark Clear.
We can't. We'll get another.
No faith.
We can get it before tentacle rape.
Me, move.
Kill?
Okay, it's
Yeah,
dead,
okay.
perfect. Technically before the
Tentacles,
Dark Clear.
tentacles, kill the
Move
tentacles.
north, shields on. Clear the tentacles.
Try and claw
It's a proper
Spread
moment
out,
to bottle
spread out.
rest after the
Declutter.
tentacle.
I can't right.
Seth, take it.
Seth is on.
Please,
Beavis, don't you
pop
have an arm?
bandages.
Kill this. We need to
Drop
kill
his
this
arm.
before the raid party. Okay.
Good.
We're gonna have 10 seconds where we can like recover.
Okay, get to your positions now. I
10
don't want to see
seconds.
anyone getting knocked up by the melee. Touch Cthulhu. Touch melee. Touch Cthulhu. Go in there. Touch Cthulhu. Okay, now
3.
you're ready to go to the south ones really fast from there.
Giant iron coming. It's on the right side. Interrupting.
Sevi has it.
Precision, get over here. Like you're the
Finish
giant
small
frog.
eyes first before you go to the big eye.
We got him.
Small eyes are always priority.
Kick.
Kick.
Oh, my god.
Yeah. Okay, we're doing good. Keep me up to date on the stomach.
10 seconds again.
Yep.
And we're gonna get a giant claw. This is perfect. We need to keep this up and we'll have a...
Tentacle rape as well.
Tentacle
Cool.
rape, go.
Small ice. Small
Sevi
ice.
has it.
I'm dying to this, monkey.
How's it inside?
So like 30% on the first one.
Okay, keep going.
We have 2
The
cash.
right
Giant
one
iron
is
ten.
low. The
Giant
left one is
claw.
high.
The small eyes need to be dying faster.
We need
We're
to
running
kill
out of time.
this. Okay,
Okay.
5
Got it.
seconds.
Small eyes, melee, get to the position, quick.
Right side.
Right side.
Interrupting.
I intercepted, by the way.
One tentacle down, second
Sephi
phase,
has
low,
it.
30%.
Kick. Get ready to kick.
Oh, wait.
Don't push it, don't push it. I'm getting
Don't
out.
push it, wait. You can push it in very soon.
We need to kill this in 10 seconds.
Okay, push it now,
Start
push it now.
pushing.
Push it.
Stack
Debuffs.
debuffs on Cthulhu, Sander.
It's dying, it's dying.
Kill it quick, kill it. Yes, good.
No.
Every cooldown here.
Casters,
I'll call
healers,
usage out.
everybody,
Pop Death Wish now.
everybody.
Pop Death Wish now.
Healers
Pop
help,
Death Wish
but
now.
don't run out of
Emily,
mana.
Emily, smite.
Recklessness now. Recklessness now. You may not be alive for the next one. Every cooldown.
We're gonna
and
have
no exceptions.
We're gonna get one more phase, but if we do that, it's it.
Yeah,
over.
if we do this one more time, we have this. Sappers as well. Pop sappers. Everything.
You should have found a long time ago.
Every single thing here.
We have the DPS. It's below 50 now.
Keep going. We're doing very good DPS.
5 seconds.
Keep going.
Nuke hard in the stomach on the next one. Just push it. It's easy kill if you just push it.
Okay.
Okay, get ready for claws. Get ready for claws. Melees. The first one.
Giant
the first one. Let me talk. The first one has no small eyes.
Savvy?
I got knockback.
Doken?
It's a Doken.
Doken pop shield wall if you have to.
I taunted it because it wasn't voice minimum.
Good.
Kidney.
Despacito. Battle res boys minute.
Repop pots?
Okay.
We have
repop pots.
10
Repop
seconds
pots.
now.
Melee get to your positions. Melee get to your positions. You're about to have to do the small eyes. Melee get to
10
your small eyes
seconds.
positions.
5 seconds. 3, 2.
Here it comes. Left.
Giant eye. Death coil. Get it. Death coil.
Beam.
Interrupt.
I intercepted.
Interrupt.
I stunned it.
Someone
Finish small
interrupted.
eyes and go to this big eye.
2 casters inside. 3 casters inside.
Airline in the stomach. Heal me.
Just fucking nuke it.
Fuck it inside. Fuck it hard.
We'll tank the giant tentacle. if it
Spread
happens.
again.
Giant tentacle?
Can you push it?
Tentacle rape.
Yeah, push it.
Yes,
Push it.
yes. Heal Airline.
Wait.
Okay, wait a bit. Get small eyes. Get on the claw.
Just
Just
shield wall
tank
tank
it.
and sexy Cthulhu or what?
Small eyes.
Get
Tell me
ready
when,
in the
tell me
stomach.
when.
Get ready in the stomach. I'll call it out.
It's at 28%. I gotta go out.
Push it now.
No.
Push it now. Just fuck it.
can't.
Everyone.
Push it. Okay. Keep me up.
Go.
Heal me. Ignore the claw. Go on Cthulhu. Ignore the claw. Go on Cthulhu.
Sunder.
Get away from the claw. It stuns. Just let me tank this thing. Everyone nuke. Healers, I've got shield wall out. Nuke as well. Nuke Cthulhu. Fuck him up.
Separate.
Every remaining cooldown. Pop sappers. Pop like fires. Pop everything.
We have 20 seconds.
Execute. Fuck his life.
20
We're
seconds.
doing it. We're doing it, boys.
Yeah, we got it.
It's
We got it.
happening.
Ignore the claw. Everyone on the
15.
boss.
That's very, by the way.
Hell yeah, guys.
Sam,
First-
I'm executing with faithful. by the
I'm
way.
dead.
Everything.
Go.
I'm red.
Okay, claw up. Shut up. Claw. Take the claw, please.
Waistcoat. Oh, we got the waistcoat.
Mongol, I didn't kill a claw.
We did this. Alright, paper, I'm in a good mood. You don't get -3.
Where's the server? Where's the server status?
Wanna just finish?
Imagine being nefarious right now.
That was really good.
That was wow.
That was fucking sick.
Pause.
That's a bug trio.
Oh
Somebody
my
clip it.
god.
Somebody
okay,
clip it.
we are